Okay, let's talk about some common pitfalls. Okay, the first one, and I hear this one a lot. This sounds too low. I need to pick a higher pitch so that I don't get read as male. Okay, so again, choosing the target pitch, hopefully you're working with either myself or somebody knowledgeable to help select a pitch that's going to be appropriate for your voice. However, when you play the tone on the app, it may sound low to you. So if you were to pick 185 and you think, geez, that sounds really low, that's not high enough to sound like a woman. This is 185. So if I were to speak naturally at 185, this is about where it would sound. This isn't too far from my natural speaking pitch. It's a little bit lower, but this is about 185, right in this range here. So again, don't let how it sounds on the app influence you into picking something higher. Again, as long as it's 165 and above, that's typically in a pretty good range for a trans female voice. Pitfall number 2. This pitch is perfect. I should speak at this pitch the whole time. So let's say you've identified you want your target speaking pitch to be 196, which sounds like this is 196. Now again, if you say, oh, this is 196, I'm really good at staying at this pitch, so I'm just going to try to stay here all the time, but then there's no natural inflection to the voice and I sound a little bit monotone and artificial and a little robotic. That will also flag your listeners that something is off here. So again, one of the things we work on in the voice sessions is developing feminine pitch contours, and that's the rise and fall and variety of pitches that you're using. So just because 196 may be perfect for your voice doesn't mean you should stay there all the time. There should be a greater variety of pitches used using 196 as the jump off point. So you want to be above it, at it, and below it. Third common pitfall. Going too high will sound fake. I'll just raise my pitch a little bit so it sounds natural. Again, don't let how it sounds on the app influence you into picking something else. So something I see is, especially with trans females coming from a fairly low pitch, is they'll pick something a little bit higher and think they're going high enough, but maybe they're only going to, let's say, a 130, which is a C in the third octave. I can't even match that. It's too low for my voice. Okay, I got to pick something a little higher. Let's say 138. That's still really low. So even though it's above where you may be speaking, let's say your average speaking pitch is around 100, and going to 138 sounds like it's going to be high enough. It's not. 165 again is the minimum.